on the way to a youth event. I drove the guys while a female leader drove the girls. We were cruising down the highway when a lifted truck pulled up alongside the girls' car and matched their speed. I watched as it lingered there until a hand reached out from the truck trying to grab something. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Youth Group Chronicles, episode 201.
Let's go.
Yeah, we just got done recording our milestone 200th episode with the boys here in the studio. That was a lot of fun. Hope y'all tuned into that.
It's mad fun.
But today, we're actually recording this before we ever recorded that. But for those listening on the live, they're really confused right now. But with us for the first time ever, we made this happen the last minute. I'm super pumped about it. This is, give us your title. Okay. You have to give the title again.
Give the title again?
Give the title again. I know you gave it to the live a second ago. They got a preview. Yes. Let us know who you are.
This is evangelist, revivalist, apostolic commissioner, world-renowned international bookseller. We're just totally kidding. My name's Ross from Southern California. Excited to be here. My first time in upstate New York.
That's incredible.
And so, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, I'm excited. So Southern California, haven't really been to upstate New York. You're not missing a whole lot, but now you can say you've been here. If you don't come back, it's not going to offend us at all.
I know. I'm praying about it.
You'll pray. Okay. Yeah. Let us know like where the Lord's leading on that one. But I understand if you want to stay a little south or you know. You say you're going to Arizona after this, right?
Yeah, I've been freezing out here because this is not like California cold.
Oh yeah,
like,
you're
this
right.
lit's your soul.
And this isn't even really cold yet.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, I'm not built for this.
This is like, this is early
We're
fall.
just getting started, yo.
We had a little snow, not too
teaser,
bad.
dude.
Yeah.
Appetizer.
My kids woke up yesterday morning and this morning in full snow garb. So they came into our room and they're like, can we go outside? And they're like decked out in snow pants, gloves.
Wow.
And we had an eighth of an inch of snow.
Like it was like just right above like like when it's frosty in the morning. It was like just right above that.
It could be mistaken as a hard frost.
Right.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know what to wear because like none of my wardrobe back home in California has anything near snow garb.
Yeah.
Like zero. Like this is my snow garb, a hoodie and jeans.
Honestly, that's kind of around here too.
You're matching.
You're gonna fit in just fine.
I'm cold-blooded today. T-shirt.
Are you going t-shirt? This man's just tough. This man's different.
Cold-blooded.
Yeah.
Stay tough, man.
Have you seen snow before? Because some people I know haven't.
Like I have, but not to the effect like where I actually wake up and it's outside the window and snow is coming down. Like I've driven into snow or through snow.
Okay. This is not a great experience to start. It was like it's sprinkled.
Snow experience.
Yeah,
but at least
even the
you
hotel room was like freezing. I'm like, y'all, do they have like heaters out here? Every restaurant's freezing. The mall's freezing. I'm like, everything's freezing. I'm like, you guys.
We did turn on the heat. My wife made me do it, so it's probably good.
There's the heat bill, dude.
I literally will turn on the AC in the studio in the wintertime because I get cooking. But when we have special guests here, we got especially from SoCal. Is that what you call it? SoCal, right?
SoCal, yeah.
SoCal.
Yeah.
But welcome to our chat. Excited to have you guys here. Cade, Andrew, Jessica. If you guys have seen Brother Ross before, let us know in the chat. I know he's pretty active on social media and he's traveling a lot doing conferences. So if you guys have ever seen him at a conference or anything like that, tap in and let us know. What did they say about your hair, Cole? What happened to Cole?
It's been through a lot of phases recently.
Oh, yeah. That is different than last week.
If you were really a OG, then this isn't surprising you right now.
No. See, these are new.
I just had hair like literally almost down like a week my shoulder in the back.
And then we record, and then he gets it chopped, and then we're back.
You're going Samson mode?
Yeah,
I was on a Nazarite, or you just decided to cut it off?
Nah, I looked like ridiculous.
We're trying to figure out if we should pray for you or not.
Right, yeah. No, it was a Nazarite vow.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It wasn't. But I had the flow, just straight wings, and I had a hat on all the time. And then I decided to be a little bit more of a pastor, so I couldn't wear a hat. So I took I was wearing my hair down, and it was like, dude, I looked like Chewbacca. Like, it was a problem. So I just got it all chopped.
You're borderline homeless.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I got like a little red in my beard, so it's like... Look a little crazy.
That ginger look going.
Yeah, got a little ginger in there.
We didn't know what direction it was go. But Ross, I know I mentioned this before, but if we're like, so obviously like we share crazy youth group stories here on the pod, youth ministry. And it's not just like within the church, these are mission trips. Sometimes we'll have like a college story slide in. But if we're like going through some of these stories and it sparks a memory of yours, feel free to jump in and be like, you know what? This reminds me of a time that I... So we got some stories here. We'll start off with Shay. They said, on a youth group mission trip to Costa Rica, my friend, our pastor and I ended up needing to order an Uber. We didn't know why, but we waited about 20 minutes longer than expected. Eventually, a clean black car with a typical taxi screen pulled up, so we climbed in. Pastor in the front, and then us in the back. When he asked the driver if he remembered where to take us, the man shook his head aggressively and just said, "No, senor." So our pastor just gave him the hotel address. The guy said nothing and started driving. Our pastor kept trying to make small talk, but the man stared straight ahead in silence until he finally muttered that he had been at home watching a football game with his wife and kids. As we pulled into the hotel driveway, our pastor's phone rang. It was our actual Uber driver asking where we were because he didn't see us. Our pastor slowly turned toward the man behind the wheel and asked, "You're not our Uber?" The man's voice shook as he replied, "I am Oscar." He wasn't our Uber driver or an Uber driver at all. And from his perspective, a random Korean man had shoved 2 kids into the back seat of his car without saying anything first. So he just drove because he thought he was getting carjacked.
Oh my gosh. He thought it was like a trafficking situation.
He was like, you know what? Been here, done that. We're just driving.
He said, where are we going? Dude, that either that or like that's the most elaborate way to get out of like a potential abduction. Like you were about to abduct him and you're like, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm outnumbered. Yeah. They actually called someone and gave him my information. Like we're in a blue car. They were like, no, I thought you were abducting me. I didn't know what was going on.
The guy really, have you ever gotten into an Uber and you just hop right in, right? You just pulls right up.
But I'm just trying to figure out, like, was he initially trying to steal the ride from the other Uber?
No, like he was just a random guy he probably saw them on the side of the street as a taxi driver.
Yeah.
Pulled up because he had the taxi sign on the car. And these guys are like, oh, taxi, black SUV, this looks like it. So they just hop in the car. He shoves the 2 youth kids in the back. He hops in the front and he's like, do you remember where we're going? And the guy's like, whoa, no, never mind. And he gives him the address and just starts driving. And he thought the guy was really kidnapping 2 kids and he didn't want any part of it. So.
And then they're probably talking about like Jesus, probably like talking about Jesus. Imagine he tried preaching the gospel. He's like, hey, you ever heard of God before? I want to tell you about this man named Jesus. Like, I don't want that Jesus. Like, no. Like,
my boy Oscar, man.
Yeah, poor Oscar. That's a rough night for him.
Wow.
This is from this is a random handle. Just a casual stranger. Okay. At a youth group retreat, we were hanging around a campfire when one guy decided to walk around the edge of the fire pit to show off. A few kids told him it wasn't safe, so on the way back, he doubled down and jumped onto the fire ring again to prove a point.
Wait, you say jumped on the fire ring?
So, like, I believe there was like stone around it. He hopped up. Yeah. We all know this kid that's like doubling that. Like, oh, I'm good, right?
I'll do it again.
Yeah. Except this time, a stone shifted under him, causing him to slip, and he plunged face first into the fire. Thankfully, he braced himself with his hands, but that meant they landed right in the hot coals. He was screaming as we yanked him out, and he ended the night in the hospital with burns up and down his arms.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
First off, how do you pull like somebody out of the, like if his whole body's in the fire?
I
like,
bet
that
he
means
went
somebody
face
had
first,
to like,
and they probably grabbed the legs and just
grabbed
yanked.
his legs, dude.
Yeah.
He
you know they're all there
telling
him not to do it. Oh yeah, I mean I would rather that than just full face.
Full face. Yeah, I don't know. He's cooked, dude. Literally,
he really was.
He's literally cooked, bro.
Yeah, you just can't like you can't preach any sermons on the fire of God for like at least 3 months
he's
after
gonna be
that.
crying.
Oh, he just got humbled, dude.
Like
he
no
got
Pentecost, no Acts 2, no tongues of fire, flames of fire, hands of fire. Like
he's
none of that.
Wow. We all know that kid though. That's like doubling down.
Not for sure.
Invincible until he's.
Do we have
not
an age on this kid?
I could guess.
I could guess it was someone
14?
in 7th or 8th grade.
So is 14 middle school? Because I would guess.
Yeah, 14.
Yep,
It's
okay.
like
You
grade
just-
7th,
yeah, you're just-
Any
7th grade.
trouble
No,
like
dude,
this?
it's got to be a middle
It's a
schooler.
middle school boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy.
Always. That's what
He
we
was-
found with the show.
He jumps
And
in there. Yo, Tim, chill out, bro.
Wait, but like they
It's
didn't
like-
end the story though. Like, does he have hands left? Like,
He does.
Like,
He went
his
to the
fingers
hospital.
are all right?
He had burns up and down his arms. I think he ended up with his hands. They didn't say. Normally,
Didn't
if he
lose his
lost
hands.
I
them.
hope homie has his hands. You know what I mean?
But so Cole like gets a lot of this from youth ministry because I don't know if he told you he's a youth pastor here in Horseheads.
That's a
At our
joke.
Horseheads.
Come on, man.
I'm dead
Oh,
serious.
are you serious?
Yeah, he is. So I know you said that you have experience in youth group. Did you ever end up as a leader or like a youth pastor at all?
No,
Or did you avoid it?
Yeah, I've never actually been a youth pastor, but when I first got saved, I became like kind of a part of like a little leadership at the church.
Okay, yeah.
But it wasn't anything too extensive, and then I went to college, so I left that high school group.
I think you and I probably have about as much experience in youth ministry. About the same is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was never a youth pastor, but it's like we had some stuff going on. And then you said you went to youth group as a student as well for a bit?
Yes, for a little bit, probably about a year and a half, 2 years. And then when I graduated high school, I went to college. Then obviously I left.
And you said you got saved in youth ministry too.
I did. So
look at that, you guys.
Pretty unique story. This is not a joke because
just
preface this real quick. This is not a joke. So if someone says a joke, they're like, I feel so bad. But I was actually born by artificial insemination.
And I saw a clip on your that's crazy.
I was born by AI. I'm just kidding. So I was born by artificial insemination, and I grew up in a lesbian household, 2 moms, and then a friend invited me. Well, this is actually kind of funny or unique, ironic. A friend invites me to a Sunday morning service, her and her grandma. I told my friend I really liked it. I'd never been in church my whole life. Then next week, I told her I want to go to the high school service because I want to meet people my age. Yeah. My friend said no. I'm like, how are you going to invite me to church? I'm getting encountered by God, and I want to know who Jesus is. And you're like, you know what? On your own, peace out. Like, figure that Jesus thing out. Like, I just did my duty as a Christian to get you there once, but I'm out. You know what I mean?
That's actually wild.
But that's where I got saved, and it was the first youth ministry I'd ever
been
to.
So you did end up going to the youth ministry a couple weeks later.
Yeah, exactly.
Very cool.
Went on my own. It was like so nerve-wracking because it was like 200 students, and I didn't know, but that's a relatively decent-sized ministry. I walk in, never been a high school service my whole life. People are coming up to you like, man, I really feel the Lord saying this. Like, what do you mean you feel the Lord? Like, you know, I'm like trying to figure out the language and like dissect it. And the pastor's like, I got a word for your life. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you have like a word?
That's got actually like looking outside. Because I mean, we're used to that. In the Christian world.
It's like Christianese.
I bet it's scary. So actually, what would you say as someone who visited youth group that was unsaved? Because I think I would say the majority, I could be wrong, the majority of youth pastors and leaders in today's world probably grew up in church. They're most likely a PK. What was something that you could be like, youth pastors, here's something that like from my perspective would have been incredible. Is there anything that comes to mind?
The only thing that I remember is the youth pastor at the time. There was 2 of them, which is pretty unique. They kind of like a dual pastoral, how do you even say that? Dual, I don't know how to say that. But there's 2 pastors leading it. One of them would do a group at his house every week, and he was so incredible because he would answer questions about anything. Because it's like really easy to answer spiritual questions, right? Like, who is David? Why does it matter Jesus died on the cross? But he was talking to us like, how do you buy a car as a Christian? How do you handle your finances?
Cool. Just like life.
Just life things, but he broke it down from the scripture. So as a guy, we're usually more practical.
Yeah.
So I felt so connected because the scripture wasn't just like some spiritual theology. It was like practicality that I could actually implement in my life.
Because there's a lot of practicality.
Exactly. Yeah. So I would say to youth pastors, like also, yes, we walk and we live in a spiritual world and we're led by the Holy Spirit, but to have the language to articulate it in a way where somebody who's so new recognizes what the spiritual principle is that connects to their life.
I would imagine in your case, because you didn't have a dad growing up, right?
Correct.
That was even more helpful because there are just some things like you just don't know.
Yeah.
Or that you don't know as well, right?
Yeah, totally. It's really one of those interesting things because it's like, obviously, if you have, God's design is to have a father in the house.
Yeah.
But if you have a father in the house that's not following God's design,
right,
that's such a hard, challenging thing. Yeah. So there's challenges either way, but I do understand what you're saying. There's some things where I'm like, man, if I would have had a father who didn't follow the Lord, that actually might have been much harder in this area because of what I didn't have to experience. And then I say it like this, until the Father God becomes your father personal, the world will father you.
Yeah.
So ultimately, I had to get out of being fathered by the world and learn who God was so I can learn what the purpose is of my life.
That's incredible.
You know.
Hey guys, I know that this is a comedy pod, but hopefully that is actually helpful. I know that we've got the YGC Leaders Lounge, which is more meat and helping you guys, but hopefully, as you know, if you grew up in church and you're just like, what could actually help more? Hopefully that's a nugget for you, but I appreciate that. It's awesome, man.
Yeah.
This is
all right. Make me laugh now, okay?
We're about to do an altar call.
This is
lift your hands.
Lift your hand. I see your emoji hand. Lift 2 emoji hands if you're serious.
Yeah, come on now.
All right, this is from Summer. This is a segment we call Forgive or Fire. So we have
Forgive or
Fire.
Fire. Ooh.
Yeah. So we have one story that we read on this episode, and basically at the end of the story, we have to collectively give our input on if we think that this person should be forgiven and stay as a youth leader or fired. Okay.
All right.
So this is from Summer. They said on the way to a youth event, I drove the guys while a female leader drove the girls. We were cruising down the highway when a lifted truck pulled up alongside the girls' car and matched their speed. I watched as it lingered there until a hand reached out from the truck trying to grab something. Suddenly, a phone flew out from the girls' car to the truck and then flew back a few seconds later. Turns out one of the girls thought the guys in the truck was cute and convinced the leader to pull closer so they could toss him her phone and get his Snapchat.
Insane.
On the
For
highway.
a Snapchat, not
on
even
the
a
highway.
number?
Not even
Yes.
a number, just a snap. You couldn't even hit the code through the window.
Just
Like, we
hold
could have
it
thought of 1,000 other ways to do that. My man,
Tossing the phone at 80 miles per hour.
And I mean, yeah, right. And you have to match.
yeah.
They're like,
this is some John Wick number.
There's a lot of
number
sign, like,
grabbing right
there's
here.
a lot of numbers in.
there's a lot going
There's
on.
a formula behind that. Yeah.
So, okay, forgive or fire.
So the leader
The
was
leader
the
who's-
one who was like, "Oh, you want the number?
You want the
Bet."
number? Bet. Let me like get really close, 80 mile an hour, get as close, and we'll toss a car on the highway, or not a car. We'll toss a phone between cars on the highway. Do you give them a pass where it's like, okay, not that bad, or you're like, we're gonna reassign you?
I'm
to,
actually curious before we answer what the chat has to say.
Let's
Like,
see.
I'm actually curious.
Let's
Like,
see.
what do
Okay,
people
let's
think
see.
before
We're
we
gonna-
like steer
Ross
them a
is gonna
certain
be
way?
influenced by the chat, guys.
Yeah. Fired. Fire this man.
Alex says fired.
Was it on the interstate? Does it matter if it's on the interstate or like a normal road?
I
Like,
mean, I guess.
if you're at a stop sign, sure, do your thing.
Right,
Toss your
right.
phone. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I mean,
Uh,
it has to be a
gotta be.
4-lane.
Gotta
See,
be.
listen to this person. Forgive. Core memory unlocked. You're the one who was driving.
He was-
That's
Jeremiah
for
was
sure the
driving.
driver right
He
there.
was the
Yes.
driver.
I was just trying to get a core memory for my girls.
See, okay, so there's half the argument. No one got hurt. Fired for legal reasons. Leaders
For
aren't.
legal-
Firing squad. Okay, we need to pray deliverance for that person. She's
Someone
ready.
said leaders aren't supposed to be wingmen. Actually, great rule of thumb. Suspended. Should we add? We should go forgive, suspended, or
because I
fire.
feel like suspended is going to become the new one.
Yeah, everyone's just gonna meet right in the middle. It's
everyone's like,
forgive or
"Well, we'll
fire,
just
guys.
suspend."
Was it successful? Is a crazy response.
Yeah.
I mean,
True. I mean, the phone went back to the van, so obviously they got.
If it's a youth leader,
It was.
I'm a forgive.
So if it's your
Nah.
youth leader, you're gonna forgive.
If it's a youth pastor, I might.
if you go to his youth, if you're in his youth, you know, maybe
This is
just,
not a
maybe,
I'm
Pass.
just thinking in my head. I'm like, dude,
maybe just ask the Lord if you should be there. You know,
like youth leaders, man, they have some trouble sometimes, man. Like sometimes they're just young.
It's
like,
it's a judgment.
Buddy just
call,
sent
right?
me a like a meme, and it was like when you were just a youth student and you just became a youth leader in the 20s, so you're just a 20-year-old that does everything the youth kids do. I'm like, that's low key how
That's
it is.
actually what it is.
Like your
Yep.
youth student becomes a youth leader, and they're like the first like 6 months they're trying to figure out like what they're even allowed to do anymore. They're like,
You
wait, I
you
gotta-
have some stories about that.
Cole, I got a question. Somebody said you're very forgiving because you understand being in legal issues. That sounds deep.
yeah, they're oh,
That's deep, bro.
You want to tell
I've
him?
had some moments. I've been arrested as a pastor.
This is reason.
So in New York State, if you get it's bad when you got to break out the penal code.
No. I think in every state.
Penal code 5.6321.
In New York State, when you get enough traffic tickets, they give you a driver assessment fee that you have to pay. And you can pay it all at once or you can pay it over time. So when I was like just got my license, I had like 4 tickets in the first year. Like it was
Jeez.
bad.
He was flying.
And
He's tossing phones
Yeah,
out.
they
This is
don't-
our
forget.
church's youth fest.
so
everyone.
this is like, mind you, this is literally like 9 years ago, 8 years ago.
No.
Yeah, it was. No, not the next part, but the drive
Okay.
where I got the tickets. So basically, they don't bill you every year. They like can skip years, like they'll do every other year, and
So
so
you have to
sometimes it
remember.
drags out. Right. So I moved to a new house, and they were sending the driver assessment fee to the old house, and I didn't pay the fee, so they suspended my license, and I'm driving with youth in the back,
No.
my wife in the front.
There's a theme already on this
And,
podcast.
Yes.
As I'm driving, I get pulled over. I'm like, what the frick is he pulling me over for, dude? And he comes up the window, finds, makes sure it's me, and then he goes, I need you to step out of the vehicle. I'm like,
No questions asked.
I'm
Just-
like, what did I do? Cuffs me.
Oh.
And we're in front of our park. It's like, and it was like Memorial Day. So it's like the busy, like thousands of people at the park. And they're all like looking at me across the road. And I'm like, they got me, put me in the back of the truck. And I literally just went into like a heated debate with the cop for like 30 minutes in the back of his car. And I was like, bro, you gotta let me go, bro. Like, this is craziness. Like, what are you even talking about? Driver, what? He's pulling up on his laptop and he's like, well, you've been nice with me. Do you want me to move the cuffs to the front? I'm like, I want you to let me go, bro. I'm like, I want to go. He's like, well, I'm not going to keep you in jail for the weekend. And I'm like, thank you. Lets me go back out. But yeah, I was arrested. That really happened. I had to text my...
It would have been a long
I had
weekend
to text my
for him.
pastor, my senior pastor, and let them know that if they see any photos or anything...
Not if, when.
from the park, there's got to be someone
You're going to end up on the Roy's report. Can I say that?
Literally. You would have... Dude, that would have been the end of YGC.
It's going to end up on the Roy's report.
That would've-
Okay,
So
wait,
yeah, he has a
wait.
little experience with it.
So fire? Are you going with fire? What are you going with?
I
this?
think I'm going forgive.
Forgive.
I'm
You
going.
guys are great.
Are you gonna go fire?
Are you guys like grace type of preachers or?
No, I'm not. But I'm gonna tell you what. Listen,
It's hard to find
feel
youth
like
leaders.
I feel like, yo, you got to meet people at their level.
Yeah.
Like this dude might have been
But-
just a driving chaperone. Like
Okay.
that was his deal. Like he was just supposed to be the driver,
Yeah.
and he took initiative, and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna give him a good time. And it was like you weren't supposed to do that, bro. He's
Yeah, I
like,
need just more details. Like if this is like a Christian leader, I'm
Right.
like, listen.
Yeah.
nah, he's
listen.
tripping. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
no
yeah.
matter what,
I'm
he's tripping.
firing you.
Okay, so you're gonna go fire? Let's
I'm
go.
going fire. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm going forgive. Cole's going forgive. What were you seeing in the chat? We saw a lot of fires, right?
Yeah.
But did they forgive?
Shot?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, listen, I'm saying he's definitely tripping. Like there's no
Yeah, like, it's
doubt
crazy.
about that.
It's crazy.
He's tripping for that.
Yeah.
But I've definitely seen some people do far worse. Maybe the podcast has desensitized me,
Yeah.
and I'm getting like this is a.
All I'm saying is, if this person's any sort of Christian, and they have
he's
somebody in the van saying,
he's
"I want to
tripping.
get this guy's number," in a random car driving
That's
next to me
fair.
on the
You should
highway,
not be okay.
No, he's tripping.
stop
That's
the car, get to the same speed, put the window down, toss the phone, wait enough time for the phone to get tossed back. I'm like, listen.
Yeah, he was definitely tripping.
Yeah, that is fair.
We're
And
gonna have to
also,
have a-
this
we're
was
gonna
the
have to talk.
girl's car. I feel like it's a little worse, like girls asking for a random guy.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know this guy at all. Yeah, that is a little sus.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
I don't want my daughter in that car.
Yeah, I don't want mine in that car.
No, he's
Mine's not
the
going to
leader-
have
the
Snapchat.
leader's
Yeah,
tripping.
dude, what's Snapchat?
I just need to know what. I feel like if I just hit the fire, I'm like, I need to know more of this story.
That's
but,
fair.
But I also think, like, is it a youth leader or a youth pastor?
So they said it was one of their leaders.
See,
So I don't
that's
think
the
it's a
thing. That's
pastor.
what I'm saying. I'm thinking volunteer leader.
You've definitely you've been desensitized, bro.
I'm thinking volunteer leader.
Bro, think about this. You're on the highway and there's two cars in front of you that slow down to the same speed and you see a phone get tossed back and forth, bro.
No, yeah, they're
That's
definitely.
heavy.
Honestly, I'm probably desensitized just knowing other stories that have been on this pod.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's
this is
the
nothing.
thing. Is they're tripping. I like that's a conversation we're gonna have. Like we might be like, hey, yo, bro, you're gonna have to like we're gonna sit you down for a little bit or something. But I mean, like,
Sit you down.
if it's the youth pastor though, we got bigger problems. Like if Pastor
true.
Cody had a conversation with me, he's like, Cole, you can't be helping your youth girls get rizzed up by random guys on the highway. I feel like we have deeper spiritual issues going on. Like needs to be addressed.
Cade said fire. Well, did they get married? Is what Sarah
Did they
asked.
get
I'm actually being reminded of a story now that has
All right.
somewhat to do of it's a ministry moment and there is a car involved.
Let's hear it.
Though not to the same degree we just
Okay,
talked about.
okay.
Mhm.
So if for those who don't know much about the ministry that I'm kind of a part of and help lead, we do a lot of outdoor events, right? So like Hollywood Boulevard, Times Square, like really big venues, and then just wherever we feel the Lord leading us. So this one time we've actually done an event on Hollywood Boulevard where we shut down the entire street, brought a full like sound system out there. It's powerful. Well, before we ever did the big event, we would do these pop-up outreaches where we'd bring like 2 Bose battery-powered speakers, a few microphones, we'd worship, preach the gospel, pray for people, and just do an outreach,
Yeah,
right? So this one time we're doing this, we were doing it on Hollywood Boulevard. So we're on the literal Walk of Fame. We got our speakers, we're going for it. And there's thousands of cars that are driving because it's Hollywood Boulevard. It's super busy, right? And we're there like 4 or 5 p.m. Well, there was cars stopped at the red light and they were like directly adjacent to where we were at. I think at the time I was preaching, so I was on the mic preaching, just sharing something. And all of a sudden, this guy he's in a convertible car on Hollywood Boulevard, he starts mocking us, right? And I don't even remember what he's saying, but he's just saying, Jesus, that, just mocking us, whatever. So I'm like, not a big deal, whatever. He gets out of the car in the middle of the street at a red light. He gets out of the car and starts to walk towards us, but like he couldn't get too close to us. And he's just mocking us. And I'm like, whatever, not a big deal. Well, he turns around, goes back to his car, pops the trunk. Now it's a green light. Cars are going around him. Like it's just like chaos, right? And he pops the trunk and he brings out a tank top, throws the tank top on, and it says 666 Satan on it. and it's just like and then he stands on top of his car and he's like pointing to it like while like with his back towards us. And I'm like, first of all, who has a tank top chilling
just
in
ready
the back of their car that says 666 Satan, just ready to go? Like he's been prayed up in the wrong spirit, waiting for this moment. You know what I mean? Like I can't wait to get my Hail Satan tank top on,
dude.
You know,
he's sitting there. He's like at home that morning. He's like, should I bring it? He's like, man, what are the odds I hit a Christian today, dude?
Yeah.
I gotta be ready.
I wonder how many other rallies this guy's pulled up to.
I know.
He's probably ready.
It was really wild. I mean, just imagine he's just standing on top of his convertible, yelling at the top of his lungs.
See, I could see that, the crazy part, but in the middle of traffic to me, it's like just full sense.
See, that to me like gives me hope though.
Yeah. CNN
I'm like, this is like one of Satan's soldiers. Like this is the best he got. He's just there with his Satan t-shirt.
Yeah. CNN's headline was "Revival in Hollywood" with his picture on it.
Oh my gosh, of course.
Dang. Revival in Hollywood.
He's been waiting his whole life for that moment. You know?
Yep.
We move on. They did ask, did you get a mugshot? You did not, right?
No, I didn't go to jail.
You know
I
who
just got arrested.
You know who has a mugshot on this show, guys? Shaw.
Shaw does have a mugshot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Shaw's is crazy.
Ben, make sure you clip that for YouTube. We definitely got.
Yeah, and he was a youth leader when we found out about all that.
Oh, he didn't know.
He didn't
either.
know.
No.
So we run.
He didn't know about his
Listen,
own mugshot.
This is
as
crazy,
crazy
dude.
as
Listen
it
to this. This
sounds
is insane.
about me and forgiving that youth leader. We actually run background checks too. So we're very
get it out the way. Get it out. Put it out there. Put it out there.
Just so everyone knows.
But we were this kid who used to be in youth group and he used to be a menace to youth group gets radically saved. And he starts serving and he's like, hey, I want to get more involved with the youth ministry. So we run a background check on him. And so he's in the car with me one day. And Pastor Cody calls me because the security team called him. He's like, yo, dude, like
when the security team has to call the pastor.
Did you know about this warrant he's got? And I'm like, well, and see, the thing is he knew about one. He was in a club in Miami and a security guard was giving him problems. So he slapped him in the face with a pizza and he got assault on they booked him that night, put him in jail. And it was like assault on a armed security guard or whatever, which come to find out they ended up dropping that one. But there was a whole and I'm thinking it's that one. So I'm like, oh, he had that moment, but the charges, and he's like, nah, this is like assault, burglary, like what one was like potential kidnapping or something. Ooh. Yeah, it was like bad. And I was like, and this kid he's there and he's like, no, and his first words were like, no way I was that high. That's like the first. He's like, no way, bro. I would have remembered that. I've never been that high. And it was in a different state. And it was from like 6 years before or something like that. And come to find out that, it was somebody else, right?
He already said who it was, but
he did.
I'm almost crazy. Don't say it.
Either way, he's not shy about it. But regardless, somebody else had done it, and his name was basically on the chopping block. And so they
got him mixed up.
They mixed up the names. And so they thought it was him.
Someone close.
Or they gave him a fake name. But they mixed, regardless, his name was on it.
Yeah.
And the reason
they've been looking for him.
Yeah, they've been looking for him for like 6 years. So
this is for those who are just tuning in, this is Brother Shaw. He is saved now.
Yes. Yes.
He's one of our favorite.
And it all got cleaned up.
His pizza slapping days are over.
We
promise you.
He has no charge. Like all his charges got dropped.
He eats pizza now. He doesn't just use it as a weapon.
I don't know. Does he like pizza? He probably does, right?
Yeah, he does.
Ask him next time he's on the show, guys.
So.
They love brother. We call him Sean. Actually, no, they call him Sean.
He does rap.
Yeah.
And his rap name is Shaw Rex.
From menace to minister is wild.
Yeah, no. Literally.
He's one of their favorite personalities that come on the show. But,
no, yeah, he's actually our middle school director right now. So he loves Jesus.
We have some checkered past.
Yeah, we definitely
believe in the blood of Jesus.
We definitely do. Thank God. Nah, we really helped him though. We really helped him clear his record. Like how many more years that he went without ever knowing?
Imagine he got
imagine he's just in PA one day, going to do a show. Boom, booked.
Yeah.
And then he's got to do it from the jail. He got to figure out from because they were trying to get him to come turn himself in.
Yeah.
Like he called. He's like, "What is this warrant?" They're like, "We'll just come in. We'll figure it out."
Yeah, they want to book you, bro.
Nah, but a lawyer ended up. A lawyer of a friend of his mom's was like, yo, I'll just do this for free. Because I guess the warrant was beyond like the statute of limitations. Like, how do you still have this warrant? It's like 7 years old. Like, basically, you guys are not allowed to do that. And then they were like, they just dropped the whole thing.
Out of any of the guests on our show, I will stand by that Shaw has the most insane, make sure I get this right, pre-Jesus stories. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He was a gangster at the end. Yeah.
Somewhat.
He was a gangster.
He tried.
He
Compared to how I grew up, this kid was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if we're playing that game, he's Pablo
Doesn't
Escobar.
take much.
Yo, these comments got me. Prison ministries is wild. just new meaning to food fight. Come on, man.
Someone said probably only eats square cut now. Triangle. Yes. Triangle still gives him that itch.
Yeah. This is from keep him away from cops, guys. This is from Eric. Eric said, I was a new youth intern and wanted to make a good impression on our youth group. So during the big group game, I stepped up to explain the instructions.
Oh no.
The new spotlights in our church had made it impossible to see the crowd. I feel we've all been there, right? And right as I was explaining the most important part, a voice cut through the room asking what to do if they couldn't see. I was thinking it was just one of the kids trying to get out of playing the game. So I fired back, what are you, blind? The room felt completely silent. Yeah. And as my eyes adjusted, I noticed two girls sitting on the front row with white canes and a leader beside them. They were new that night, and I instantly became known as the youth intern who accidentally roasted two blind girls.
Dang, dude, you didn't even hit one. There was two of them.
I mean, somebody's got to, like, in that moment, give him a little tap real quick, like, just run up, hey, real quick, like, give him a little insight, like.
Why don't you take a break for them?
Yeah.
What are you, blind? That's crazy, dude.
Did they respond?
I didn't see what they responded. They didn't let us know. You know what I found is because we get a lot of stories like this, just like foot and mouth, the kid actually doesn't care. I think we've had one time where someone actually like got up and started crying or something. A lot of times they're like, it's whatever. But if that was me, I would have melted.
We've actually had a lot of blind stories, and we've had blind people write into the show.
We actually just did. Yeah, they're like, I know people get tight in the comment section about these kind of stories, but I'm blind. Keep them up. This is the best. You know? So I'm like, okay, man.
I mean, it kind of takes some boldness for them in the midst of like instructions. What if I can't see? Like that's kind of
that
bold.
is true.
Like, you know what I mean? Like they're really invested in the game. You know?
Yeah, they wanted to.
What are you, blind? Literally.
Yeah, don't say that, guys.
Someone said absolutely fired. They're just carrying it over. They're like fired.
We're just gonna do every story. Forgive her fired
said
today.
pee on it. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that is.
That's
you gonna tell them about that? I feel like we have to brief every guest of like what they're saying in the chat. So
they're saying pee on it because we were in an episode, and I think it was me and Tim.
I think so. Yeah.
And one of the kids got stung
by a jellyfish
or bit by a jellyfish, and one of the leaders.
No way.
Again, a leader peed on the
No.
That's a different story.
So
but
a separate person peed on the person who got.
There's a couple jellyfish stories. One, the kid got peed on, and then this one that he's referring to, like the first one, I don't remember if pee was involved, but they were like talking like, should we put pee on this? Because the kid was like having an episode, like it hit him in the chest, and he like spazzed out, and then ambulance came.
So yeah, I'm confused two together, but either way,
too similar. Yeah.
One, they peed on it.
Yeah.
The other one, they were thinking about it, and we were like you remember you ever watch Bear Grylls?
Yeah,
dude, like he would just do stuff like that all the time. He's like, no, I have no water. I got to drink my pee.
Yeah,
and then we were like, yo, if you're in doubt, just pee on it, man.
So
just
now that's our new thing.
Pee on it.
Yeah, they're like, they started saying whatever.
Like, my mind is very practical, so I'm like and analytical. So I'm just trying to think like, okay, if you got bit on you got stung on your hand, like, do you just put your hand behind your back and like, hey, don't look, you know what I mean?
Just, so listen to this.
How do you do that?
I was defending this guy, and I had a lot of people write in that I should not have done that. I was
not defending the guy.
Cole was like, Sam, you cannot defend this guy.
I was like, you can't, bro. You can't pee on it. You can't.
And like, he was able to pee on demand. Just a lot of different things going on here.
This kid got stung, I believe, on like the foot, right? And I know someone that was stung by a jellyfish, and he's actually one of the toughest guys. He's my cousin, and I grew up, he was the toughest kid I knew.
Yeah.
Just scrappy, like would do stuff to get hurt and didn't care. When he got stung by a jellyfish, he said he wanted to die.
Man.
He said he was running his hand underwater at the beach for like 3 hours, while his arm was just on fire. Like worst pain he's ever felt. So I'm understanding the pain of a jellyfish sting, for one. Two, this story said that the leader peed on his leg, which is crazy. I know. That's also
Peed on his what?
I believe it was his leg.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But the kid probably thought he was going to die and was like, do anything. So I'm like, okay, I see that. See, he does not agree with me. You probably won't. It's okay.
Dude, just
it's okay.
the metrics on that, like
I know it's the
not
optics
it,
are
bro.
horrible,
Yeah.
but he was trying to help. And it's not like he just pulled it out and just peed on. I'm sure he was like turned the other way with his foot. Like it wasn't vicious.
Go, bro, look up.
You
Look back.
close your eyes,
Anything,
okay?
Give him a blindfold. Yeah. Dude,
I'm just imagining like you standing there and you feel someone's pee coming on you. You're like, ooh.
could you at least go pee in the bottle and bring it out? Like, did
Okay,
you-
see, okay, that's fair.
right? Like, if pee, and I'm pretty sure we looked this up, and
It doesn't
pee
actually
does
help.
nothing.
So you
doesn't
just
do
caught a
anything.
case
Yeah,
for
who
nothing.
came up with the? You know,
I'm
there's a lot of
telling you, it was
questions.
these survival
That's
shows,
true. Where
dude.
does it come?
These
It's
are
like
millennials, and they were watching Dual Survivor, Lone Survivor, Bear Grylls, and they thought that was the answer to everything. You just pee on it, bro. Like, broke my wrist. If you pee on it, actually is an anesthetic. Like, that's
so it is one. It's not recommended.
it's not recommended.
Okay,
Yeah,
they're just gonna
infection.
throw that out there.
What
why,
to avoid? Don't pee. First one.
Yeah.
What to avoid when you get stung? Pee.
Okay, they can add even more venom to the fire. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
So he made it. So not only did he like
He made it
pee
worse.
on a youth kid,
He made it worse.
he made it worse.
because he saw it on what, Surf's Up or something.
Kid, you better keep your mouth shut.
And like, how do you
Something.
explain that to your pastor?
That's what I'm saying.
He was in excruciating pain. I had to pee on him.
no, that's what,
Like,
that's what
what
I'm
do you
saying.
do? Like, what do you say?
Okay.
No,
It is
that's
a
what I'm
tough
saying. There was no way I could justify in my head that was okay. But it did become a joke for the rest of like. It's
Well,
been
yeah,
a
because
joke
in the
since then.
episode,
Yeah, because we were like, just pee on it.
they're like depression. Just pee on
pee
it.
on
Yeah,
it.
and then
Yeah.
everything, every issue that comes up in the pod, it's now just pee on.
Oh,
it.
the wonderful pee that wipes our pain away.
Gosh, you
Yeah, prayer would have been like the first thing I could probably would have thought of.
It's just pee. Okay, whoever said that, that's
He's the guy who
sketchy.
peed on him, and that's
Yeah,
what
that
just
was
his
him.
Facebook.
Yeah,
user.
yeah,
Facebook-
just there's no name.
Facebook
So
is
you
your-
brought
it's
up a
just
good
pee.
point. You're like, who was the first person to figure this out?
Yeah.
You know, that's a good question, but also like that milk comes from a cow.
Yeah, that
like,
part is crazy too. I have
Okay.
seen that.
you've seen
Wait, what?
Like,
It's like it's very odd that like someone figured out that pee helps a jelly or apparently helps a jellyfish sting,
Oh,
but who also figured out that like milk is good to drink from a cow? Who was the first guy that came up? He's like, yo, hear me out.
yeah.
He was like, "Yo, bro, hear me out.
Yeah.
The cows drink this. Isn't it good?
We're gonna try
How do
it."
you get it?
Sounds like Joseph Smith. Something from Joseph Smith.
Yeah, could be.
Something like that.
On the tablets.
All right, this is a story
I'm
from
going too far. You
No, you're good.
This is from Tom. He said, we used to take our youth group to a nursing home to lead a small worship service. The entrance funneled everyone into a narrow doorway. So once you were moving in, there was no backing out.
Mm.
Now, one morning as our group was filing inside, we suddenly heard loud wailing. The guy in front of me tried to back up, but he couldn't move because I was behind him and about 15 other people were packed behind me. That's when we looked up just in time to see an elderly woman sprinting straight toward us, completely naked. He froze, trapped as she closed the distance. And at the last second, a couple of the staff members finally caught up to her and wrapped her in wrapped a sheet around her. We were still trying to process what happened when someone casually walked over to us and said, just to ignore her. She'd been there only a few days, and this was her 7th escape attempt.
Jeez.
After service, while we were returning the residents to their room, we saw her again, still naked, running down the hallway with a sheet tied around her neck like a cape.
This is kind of impressive.
I think they just gave up, is what
They just had enough.
they're like, okay, whatever happens, happens.
Oh, send her to Alcatraz. She escaped that too.
Right,
Yo,
dude.
actually, you were with me, right, when we were driving to the studio. There is an elderly, I'm not going to name.
Yeah.
Okay, right around the corner. What do they call that? A nursing home?
Yeah.
There
An
is
old
assisted
folks
living.
home.
Assisted
Assisted
living.
living.
Yeah.
One, I know someone that works there. So I like followed up with him to be like, yo, what's going on? There is a dude. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. No legs, right? he's in a power wheelchair, and he's just like,
Oh, he goes around horses.
does he?
Yes. I've seen him on my. Does he look like does he have like a veteran flag or anything?
I don't know if he has a veteran flag.
No
but
legs.
Yeah.
Electric cart.
electric car. And he's just riding on
ready?
the main road.
Yes, because by Scott's,
Okay, yeah.
that road, I've seen him on that road.
He escapes from this place that's right around the corner. And because I'm like, is this guy from the nursing home? Like, is he just out roaming?
So when I see him, like he's escaped.
out. And I asked a nurse that works there.
That's insane.
And I'm like, yo, I saw this guy. He's like, wait, wheelchair? He's like, don't ask. And I'm like, he's like, we just kind of gave up on him. And I'm like, he's out just roaming. He's like, yeah, he just gets out.
I got some bad questions, you know, like how do you escape with no legs?
He's in a power wheelchair.
But like, is he just in the wheelchair at all times?
He must be. They must load him in to start
Yeah,
the day.
for sure.
And he just
mobs
right
out on them. Like door
Yes.
opens, he's gone.
He's gone.
He hits
Yep.
that little handicap button.
He's the turtle.
No, it's a great escape.
Or no,
man.
the bunny.
He's in his room at night, man. He's like hot wiring his.
Wait, so to go back to the original story, you're saying they're going into this nursing home,
Mm-hmm.
and the first person in front of the line, they start backing up.
Trying to get out.
Why was there like response to back up? Like you know what I
Because
mean?
there's
Like,
a naked old woman running toward
what was she that like? You know, I would
Yes.
think like, oh, it was like
yeah,
tight.
it was. They were in like a hallway, all 15 of them going to this building, and then they hear the scream of this or the wail of this lady, and she's running
so
toward
it's
them naked.
but it was a lady at the front.
It was
The
a
lady who
patient.
was naked was yelling. Was
Yes.
like
yeah.
wailing.
It was weird.
So this dude's like back of the line, and he can't see anything, but he just
and
hears.
and then he peeks his
and
head
he
around. Here's
feels
this
the
lady
people
like trucking toward him, and then
naked.
she gets intercepted last minute by a nurse and a sheet.
So I'm just there's so many questions. Like
Oh,
they,
yeah.
they could get in, they can't get out, but that lady can escape 8 times in 2 days. You know, like
or try.
like-
That was her 7th attempt.
okay,
her
okay,
seventh attempt in 2 days.
Just a lot of
At what point do you just give up?
yeah.
I don't know. Transfer.
Where's she trying to go? Actually, they do. I have heard that. Like all time, right? Is it like we've had people that we know.
Mhm.
I believe it's Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's.
Yeah, they will try to get out
Dementia,
and go
or
somewhere.
whatever.
Dementia. Yeah.
Yo, these comments got me. Where the power of the chair is, there's free.
He's like a Campbell's soup can. He always rolls back to you.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's
No more shackles, no more chains.
That is crazy.
Oh man.
It's basically his apartment at this point.
He's a chain
He
breaker.
He
People-
has someone who puts him to bed and gets him up, but everything in between is freestyle.
Goodness gracious.
All right, this is what we call our guess the schooling segment. So we got a couple more stories here. This is
Yeah.
from Jace. So at the end of this story, we're gonna give our best guess. They didn't tell us, but we have to like figure it out.
Okay.
Do a little detective work. Homeschooled, private schooled, or public school. So before we start, what were you?
I'm gonna pray for all homeschoolers, in the name of Jesus, that the spirit of offense will leave you now. Amen.
They get tight. So I was homeschooled my whole life, and I make fun of them all.
I want people to guess. What do they think I was?
I'm gonna guess public school.
What do you think?
Public.
Public? Why?
2 moms. Just saying.
That's crazy, bro. You ain't never met a homeschooler with 2 moms?
Nope.
Me neither.
Just saying, man. Dead giveaway.
I can't. What do you think Ross has been public school? 2 moms. 2 moms. Dead giveaway.
Yes.
You know what?
I could have been private school, but I know it wasn't
I
homeschooled.
can't really.
It could have been private.
Yeah, it could have been private, especially those cat. Okay, sorry, I gotta stop. I gotta stop there.
But
Okay.
homeschool, I want to guess homeschool here.
Yeah.
What
no,
would you have guessed?
Public. I guess that.
Yeah.
Public.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. What was it?
It's public school.
It was
yeah,
public.
yeah,
Let's see.
homeschool,
What did they
yeah,
say?
yeah.
Public, private,
Unschooled
Christian?
is nuts.
Unschooled.
Crazy.
You
Well,
just never went.
That's how you know if you really got offense in your heart. You're like, I'm good. It's okay. Okay, what else? We got?
Something just gets you.
Let's see. Private secular school. Okay. Never heard that before. Private school, public.
Is that a thing? That's
Is
gotta be-
dropout
it's
an
like a
option?
charter
Is
school?
crazy.
Is that a charter school?
Okay,
Yo,
so actually,
something?
we were talking about this a couple
Yeah.
episodes ago about like what would actually offend us, and it would be tough. But then a story came up, and we're like, "Ouch, that would actually hurt." So there was. Let me see if I can get this right. There was this guy was telling his testimony to his youth group, and he was like, "I was in a pole vaulting accident, and I was in a coma for like 3 days. Like, God heal me, yada yada yada." And then 2 students, dead serious, came up to him after. We were like, "That's like a really cool testimony. Is that why you're mentally challenged?" Dead serious. And then he's like,
Oh.
what do you mean? They're like, yeah, like the accident. Is that why you're slow?
Oh my god.
They never, so the other leaders never heard him say the testimony again after that. And we're like, if that actually happened to me, I'd be like, dang, what did I do to let on to that? That would get me. That would get me.
It makes so much sense. That's why
Yeah,
you're
man.
slow.
Praise God for your miracle. What's going on with your brain? Is your brain okay?
Dude, youth kids are savage, dude. Like
they
there's-
weren't even trying to be
No,
savage.
youth
That's the
kids are
worst
like
part.
they don't. There's nothing off the table for them. Like
No.
there really isn't.
Yeah.
Like they don't care.
Nope.
Like
Okay.
they'll talk about your hairline, your weight, your like nothing's off table.
Oh man. Okay, I want to hear this. What's the story? I
Okay,
wanna
so
hear
here's the story from Jace. We're gonna do guess the schooling, guys. At summer camp, our youth staff thought it would be a good idea to use 3 24-packs of Red Bull as the game prize.
Ooh.
A group of boys won and immediately started selling cans for $5 a piece. Except one girl bought 7 of them and drank every single can
Oh
in
my
one
gosh.
sitting. I could literally see her shaking from 15 yards away. I still have no idea how she's alive. What do we think? Homeschool, private school, or public schooler for this girl? I already have my answer.
I have
locked
my
in.
answer locked in heavily.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I will. I'm public
Really?
heavily.
Bro, This
Really?
is for sure private Catholic
Dude,
school.
this
all
gives
I'm
day.
going home. Dude, we're all separate. I'm
I
going
can see
homeschool.
private Catholic school too, but I just feel like for me, I think about like a dude named Kyle and like a pack of monsters, and I'm like, that's heavy on.
So this is a girl.
I know this is Red Bull,
Does that
right?
change it?
Nah, she's got a fox hoodie on.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That changes it for me. I don't need to know gender. I need to know the attire. If she has a fox hoodie on, it's definitely.
Yo, it's that black and yellow one. That black or
Yeah, come on now, the big old fox. Fox logo. Yep.
Yeah. Yo, that black,
They're
right there. That one
Yeah,
right
they
there.
still got
That's
them.
it right there,
They
yo.
still got. Hey,
That
that
is
means
it.
there's still people in this
That's
world.
the winner right there.
There's still people in this world who go and look for that hoodie. It's on
and
sale.
what are the ethnic shoes or
The rhino ones.
yeah.
The echoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
Oh,
watch out, dude.
Dang,
You
bro.
gotta watch out.
Nah, she definitely, I think she had experience drinking, so she's like, listen, I used to slam alcohol. What's a Red Bull gonna do to me?
This is gonna do nothing. Okay,
She hit 7 of them, the biblical number of completion. She said, Lord, I'm listening to your word. And then she got hit with not the spirit of God, you know, and she was shaking, bro.
Silas said private school. John said, what did I miss? A lot.
What did I miss? Everything.
Someone just said public school all the way, private Christian school. It wasn't her first trip. It almost gave her first trip to heaven. Yeah, first sip is heaven. The second takes you there. This is for Ethan said, on behalf of homeschoolers, that's one of us. Ethan, I am right there with you.
I definitely could see homeschool heavily, but I'm just saying I know these kids at public school.
See, I know them at homeschool.
Like I know these kids, like they were the kids who like they would just
But
like,
they would drink them all the time, though, right?
Are you
Like,
saying homeschool from the perspective like just no grid for Red Bull and just thinking this
Yeah.
tastes really good? Boom, boom, boom.
It's
Just
exactly
knocking them
why I
back.
knew kids like that. Crunchy parents,
Yeah.
not a lot of sugar. They're at youth camp. They're like,
Yeah.
you mean I have free reign to drink as much as I want? I can't even. I'm
I
never
can have
allowed to have a
7.
Red Bull.
My
I'm
mom
allowed
never
like
let me have one.
a
It depends on the
tablespoon
type
at
of
home.
church this was.
True. Okay.
You know, if it's like Pentecostal, like for sure homeschooled. If it's like Baptist, like for sure, like not homeschooled.
Why that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like, you know, us Pentecostals, like we're already on the edge a little
Yeah,
bit. You know what I
looser.
mean? So, you know, with like
The crazies.
Yeah. Like I've never had coffee my whole life. Okay. So if I drank a Red Bull, like one, I would be bouncing off the walls.
I don't know what would happen to me.
Have you
Yeah.
ever had an energy drink?
No, man. No.
You're good without him, right?
No, I got this thing called the Holy Ghost. You ever heard of it before?
See, I'm with you, bro. I don't
Oh,
drink
okay.
coffee. I don't drink
Yeah.
pre-workout. I don't drink the.
Yeah.
I've gone a year. The longest I went was like a year and a half. No
And-
energy drinks, but I don't drink coffee.
And then he checked out.
So
of
you guys
the
got my
asylum.
mind going because now I'm thinking about the pastor, right? Like the pastor knew I mean, maybe not,
That
but
was a
most likely the pastor knew
stupid
like
price.
this is what they're giving away. So this
Oh, yeah,
pastor is
true.
that
might,
was a stupid.
like he
price.
might be
Yeah,
in a
actually
tough
think-
spot.
Nah, it's a
You know?
stupid price.
Yeah.
There was
Like,
one similar to this. The prize was a gallon Ziploc bag of opened 5-hour energies.
Oh,
So they found the kid
That is
sipping
so
the bag,
stupid,
and
dude.
they found him in a bush,
You could die.
like almost dead.
You could die.
like, how do you
Like,
come off a Red Bull? Like how do you come off?
True. How
all right, hold
I
up.
heard you
Let's do the
crashed,
math.
actually.
There's about 90.
like you can trip
It's
out
a
from
cup
that.
of
That's what I'm
coffee.
saying. You're
Yeah.
like on a trip.
It's a
So
cup
there
of
was
coffee.
one story. Someone like a leader did that, and they said it wasn't affecting him, so they took more.
Guys,
or
this
like
is
a
nothing. This is Pastor Cody's pre-workout in the morning. Like, yo, I'm telling you right now, he shows up to the office with more caffeine than that girl took in her system.
No wonder Mindy says it's annoying.
No,
She's like, he just comes slamming through the house.
Because that's why he just wakes up.
Yo,
Gets a little caffeine in his system. He's
somebody said I only drink water and milk. That's my life. It's a blessing of God's on
Yeah,
your
I was
life,
asking Pastor Cody, I'm like, yo, what would he want for like a drink? I was like thinking like a little crunchy, like kombucha or something. He's like, just water.
I picked up a few nicknames.
Okay.
So no sauce Ross. I eat
like it.
0 sauces except for 2.
Like condiments or like
yeah,
sauce?
like no ketchup, no mustard,
This
no
is my
mayonnaise,
guy,
no
dude.
Chick-fil-A.
This is literally my
no
guy.
Cane's, no Thousand Islands, no dressing on, like nothing. Like
I
eat
get a lot
2
of hate
sauces.
for that, and you're about to from them. But I'm with you.
Are you a no sauce person?
Oh, absolutely.
Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go. That's
I'll
what
do
I'm
like a
talking
little
about.
hot sauce every once in a while.
Yeah, watch. All the demons are going to come out. Look at that.
Yep.
Heck no. Look at that. Hey, look at that right there. Look at that. You see that right there? Yeah. See? They just pop out, man. You ever want to deliver somebody, just say something about sauces. They get delivered.
That's what I do with ranch and blue cheese.
It's rage bait.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I think so buffalo wings were created here. And we serve them with blue cheese.
I thought he was about to say.
You go to the South, they have ranch. Like ranch is traditional comes to buffalo wings. But that's where it started. But I just think ranch is overrated.
Yeah, he preaching a sermon right now.
But I think ranch is overrated. I feel like ranch is like what your mom gave you when she didn't know how to cook. Like it wasn't seasoned.
This
so
man
you
will
dip
rant on
everything
this
in ranch
forever.
Yeah, I will. But
He will die on this hill. He literally will.
But that stirs the pot of a meal. You go in a room, you're like, ranch is overrated immediately. Like you're gonna see there's factions. Like people are forming whole squads. They're beefing with each other for a whole day. It's serious business when you mess with people's sauces, man.
All right, guys. I have one more story before we do this, though. We are going to be so we're recording this pretty far in advance. This comes out on a Wednesday. This Saturday, if you're listening to the recording, we are going to be okay, so I was corrected on this. It's not demote, even though that's exactly how it's spelled. DEMOTTE. It's pronounced Demont.
It looks like it's spelled chili.
Indiana. Have you ever heard of that? It's a small town in Indiana.
Demont.
No N.
People live there?
Not many, but yes.
Okay.
We're going to be doing a live show, Calvary Assembly of God. Me, Cole, and Zay are flying out December 13th, Saturday. Come on out if you're in anywhere in Indiana. Actually, you could drive there. It's not far. But yeah, that'll be this weekend. Hope to see you there. Again, it's not Demo. I've been saying that for a while. It's corrected. It's Demont. And maybe they were actually, you know what? They're probably trolling me now that I think about it. Because there's no N in that.
Yeah, you're getting trolled.
I'm just realizing
There's
probably
no
am.
N in there.
I believed it. This is the homeschooler coming out.
It's not Demo. It's Demont. It's Demont.
It's Demont.
But they said it was a
Demo. Nah,
when they did the
can you get the phonetics on
that's
that?
what they did. They put an N in the phonetics.
Give me the Greek and Hebrew in that too.
Okay, Demont.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm wrong again. It is
Please.
Demont according to Google. Demont.
Where's
Anyway, we will be live.
Where's David Guzik? I need a commentary. Help me out here. Where's he at?
We're doing a live show this Saturday. Calvary Assembly of God. Hope to see you guys there. We got a few more on the books coming up as well. We'll keep you posted on those. But this Saturday. But our last story.
Wait, before you go
here,
into the last story,
Yes.
do you have like any like prophetic funny stories? When I love the prophetic. I believe in the prophetic, operating
what
prophetic.
one should we share with them?
Dude,
I got
the
one.
baby one.
The baby. Which one?
Dude, the
Okay.
you're
Okay,
gonna
the
know.
baby.
It's the one from the
Okay.
prophet came and the
Yeah,
word.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. This one
When he gives this, that's dangerous.
No, this-
Basically, when that,
this
you
one
know what
is
I mean?
crazy, dude.
This one might do you in. Okay. So my brother's friend is the one that vetted this story. Like this wasn't sent in from a listener. My brother Ben was like, you gotta share this on the show. I know you guys have heard it, but we're gonna share it again. It's such a good story. This church brought in a prophet and guest speaker up on stage. I guess he's calling out some prophecies. He sees a young woman in the back of the church holding a baby, and he starts prophesying over the baby.
No
And he's
way.
like, your baby's gonna lead X amount of people to the Lord, just like a very basic prophecy that probably is prophesied over a bunch of people. But it was like, like something you could hear that maybe it'll fit the mold.
He's
and
called to the
maybe
nations. He's
called
going to
to the-
lead thousands. You're holding the baby
Yes.
of promise in your
Yeah,
hand.
You got a John the
exactly.
Baptist in your
Right.
hands.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, all the while, the senior pastor of this church is on the front row going like this, like, stop. And the guy just keeps going. Finally, the pastor gets up and just takes the mic and ends the service.
Oh man.
Come to find out, the young lady in the back of the church was special needs,
Oh no.
and she was holding a baby doll.
Oh no.
He gave a word to a baby
He
dog.
needed some healing in his eyes first. He needed some healing in his eyes first.
It was given a prophetic word. to a
That is
baby dog.
that's probably our most famous
Okay.
prophecy story. There's a lot more cringe ones like that. That's probably the most.
There's
cringe
only
one.
one way out of it for him. And I don't know how I've never realized this until I've heard this story this many times. Is if they start using that doll for like, you know, a ventriloquist. A Christian, like,
That prophecy is gonna come to pass,
Yeah,
fellas.
Well, Isaiah was like, "What happened?"
to Jesus? Lift your hand now.
start going on tour.
Isaiah was like, "Well, what about the baby comes to life?"
Oh,
That would have been that'd have been a wonder for sure.
That would-
I would have wondered what happened.
The other one that we just recently got for you, it was you and Mackenzie, right? The one where, let me see, I'm trying to remember it. He had a word for a pregnant woman.
those are okay, man. You just gotta learn.
Nope.
If she ain't like 10 feet out, just don't even like.
She was very
No, she
pregnant.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the
And,
point. Is it was like
He was
there's no way you can mess this
he
up.
was pulled aside after it was a tumor.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was a tumor.
Yeah. So you asked, there's our
That's crazy, right? It's a tumor.
Oh man. So forgive her fire.
So
that
still,
was
still prayer,
gosh,
just not
just
for
not
a
for the baby.
for healing.
man.
Tough ones to recover from.
Yeah.
Not a position I would want to be in.
Pretty sure you looked up.
This
This is what we talked about.
Yeah,
This is when Paris Hilton, she's like in where was she at? Mexico, and this lady like comes up to her. And she thinks she's pregnant, and she's like getting good PR, so she kisses the
But she's not
and
pregnant.
she's not pregnant. And then I
No,
was like, dude, that's how I'm built right now.
You gotta.
Yeah, you can get mistaken for it.
Yo,
I was like, dang, I'm built like that right now.
Yo.
Look at how happy the lady is just getting her belt.
it
Like
says
getting,
it says she gave $350,000. Oh, okay, to the survivor. Okay,
yeah. So this was like supposed to be like
in
the-
reparations
this-
for the kiss. Yeah, that would have been crazy.
That would be crazy. Reparations for, and what gets me about the photo is that the lady's just there with like her grocery bag,
Yeah.
and she's like,
She doesn't know what's happening.
She doesn't.
She's like,
yo, that
Oh.
is so crazy.
oh.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
a little bit of a story. It's like, I'll just share.
Go for it, absolutely.
So I was in we were talking about this on the way over. I was preaching in Alaska, and I was doing like 3 nights. It was like kind of like a revival thing, building it each night. So I was staying at the pastor's house, him and his wife. Super cool. And they were really funny pastors. Like, when you meet certain pastors, you're like, man, these people are just so down to earth.
Yeah.
So he was like that, but his wife to me was hilarious. So I should have seen this coming. But basically what happened is, so it's like night 2 or night 3, I can't remember. I had preached either one night or 2 nights, and we wake up in the morning. We kind of were in a little routine, wake up, eat breakfast, go to the church, whatever. So we're eating breakfast, and he comes downstairs, just him, not his wife. And he's like, bro, he's talking to me. He's like, man, I think something prophetic happened last night. I'm like, and I'm getting fired up because when you're the preacher,
Right.
you're looking for all prophetic signs. Like, okay, what's the word of the Lord? What scripture am I going in on? Like, God, show me something, right? So he starts telling me, he's like, man, I was in bed last night, and my wife's passed out. She's asleep next to me, and I'm in bed. And out of nowhere, I get waken up by the sound. And he's like, I just thought I was hearing things. So I'm like, not a big deal. I close my eyes. And then 20 seconds later, I hear the sound again. And so he starts building this story, and he starts getting scriptures involved. He's like, sound the alarm, blow the trumpet. Like, it's time for revival in this region, and I'm like getting fired up. I'm like, dude, I'm going to preach this tonight. Like, I'm like, dude, I'm all in. Like, it is
It's
time.
like moving forward in your
Yeah,
seat a little bit.
I'm like, what'd you say? Sound the alarm? Yeah, let's go. Joel chapter 2 right now. Like, here we go. Let's run this thing. I'm like, it's time for revival in Alaska, right? Like, we're getting fired up for like 10, 15 minutes at the table. His wife comes downstairs and she's like, hey, how you guys doing? And we're like, man, we're just so excited for tonight. Like, we believe God's really going to touch people in the service, And then he starts sharing. He's like, yeah, honey, last night while you were asleep, like, I kept hearing this alarm and this sound, and man, we just believe it's Joel chapter, we're just going for this thing, right? Like, we are fired up prophetically. And then she goes, oh, I got you. And we're like, what? She's like, yeah, that was me last night. I kept playing this alarm on my phone just because I wanted to annoy you and wake you up. And I wanted you to, I was just wondering how long it would take for you to figure it out. But ultimately I just fell asleep.
So he legit fell for it.
Yep. And we were so fired up. Like, we were like, dude, God's going to shake this region. Like, there's a sound that's going to be released tonight. Like, we heard it during the night.
He was
like,
hearing it.
Yeah, he was hearing it. And she's like, it was just
Honestly,
so funny
probably
in the
good for him to know that he wasn't going crazy though.
Well, bro, I was going to preach a whole message on this. So
She
if
should've
she
just
wouldn't
let
have
it
came
go.
down, she would have been in the front row during the service, like
Yeah, just
Last night, Pastor had a dream and he was hearing a sound, and we just believe it's a trumpet. You know, like it was
Okay,
just
talk
like,
about was it Roy's report? That would that would have thrown up some red flags for that one. All right, let's do our last story here. This is from where is it here? David. He said, before youth group, I found my friend talking to our youth pastor with a concerned look on his face. It turns out there was a missing kid from his high school that came to church on Sunday. When the staff was locking up after service, he hid in the boiler room. Come to find out, he had been living in the church for about 3 days when my friend spotted him before youth group and recognized him as a missing person.
wow,
Crazy.
Dang,
wow.
dude.
Living in the church for 3 days purposely? I don't know what is so desperate to have to do that, but obviously something.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not a good place. It's not a bad place to like
Shack
squat.
up. There probably is. I mean, our church, you got
He
some
for
food.
sure was eating all the goldfish.
Yeah, like he's
graham
got- he's
You
crackers.
got
food.
internet.
Yeah.
You
Internet,
have food,
food.
and water.
Yeah, and like
Man.
Actually, you know what? I take it back. That's a great plan.
and like you look great. Like if you weren't a missing person, you'd look great
You
for
just
like
blend
church
right in.
attendance.
Oh yeah, true.
You know? You'd be like, man, I'm just here an hour early. Like I just love the Lord. I
Yeah,
love his
yeah.
house. I just
We did have a story like that, but it was opposite. Someone got locked in the church for a week.
It for a week?
For a week.
Did they like no food, no water for a
No,
week?
they probably had water. I don't know if they had food, but they were locked in like a supply closet for youth group.
Oh my god!
And know what they went? It was a church in Australia, and they had church at the beach is what they called it. So essentially, they weren't there on a Sunday. They did like
Sounds like
out of-
Australia. Yeah.
yeah. And so they came back for a youth group, opened the door, and there was like this guy sleeping in there. Turns out he wakes up and just walks out. He's just like, took you long enough. They never saw him again. He was their youth leader that they locked in the church. Have you heard that? You've heard that, right?
I mean,
I didn't know it was a week.
Yeah, it was weak.
to
It was
not
youth
I
group
thought
to
it was
youth
a
group.
night.
No, it was 7 days.
to not like open up the church for a week though just has like that's like a bigger issue to me. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
honestly.
what are they
7 days
doing?
not
Like,
open?
Yeah, that's fair.
7 days not open. Like they showed back up the next Saturday.
I wonder if they were like renting a building or
no
something.
leaders, interns, no,
Yeah.
just no regard. Just
No roll call.
Church at the beach. That's the excuse.
This guy was a part of no community, apparently.
Yeah, honestly.
He's a youth leader, and
Yeah,
they
no
didn't
one
even know
knows
it was-
where he is
Yeah,
for
yeah.
6 days, 7
Yep.
days.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have a phone. So maybe I was trying to figure it out. Like maybe they did try to call him. Like, hey, everything good? Like we haven't seen you. You didn't see you at church on Sunday.
And
No
what kind
answer.
of door is this? I would have broke whatever that was in front of me. I mean, what
That's-
are they
yeah.
locking him in like a metal?
It was. I must have been some
He
sort of.
just went
I
on a-
wanted that too.
He just figured it was a sign to go on a fast.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a pretty brutal fast.
It's like, well, Lord, I guess this is the secret place I've been looking for, man.
So what
the
we do?
supply closet.
What we do on these episodes? I know. So it was last story. What we do to close us out is we call it "Would You Rather."
Mm,
2 stories from this episode pitted against each other, and we're gonna see which option you rather take.
Okay,
we'll all
okay.
do it too. Chat as well. So our 2 stories from this episode. The first one is you are driving a bunch of students to a youth event, and you get peer pressured into driving up next to a truck with a couple guys in it, and you're like, throw
With-
your
with
phone.
girls are
between-
in your-
Yeah, I guess
with
it was
girls.
girls. Yeah, so you're driving the girls, and you
See, I could
encourage
see
them.
like 2. I could see another problem there.
Okay, so that's
Like
option
guy
one.
leader, all girl car.
Well, it really was in the
I
scenario.
didn't want to say it, but
I'm
you
on
know,
that.
you know,
Yeah,
in
you
the
brought it up.
scenario, it was
don't
a
do
girl
that, so
driving.
I'm
The
on it.
story was about a girl, but put yourself in her shoes.
okay, okay.
Yeah, so it was
So
about
it was
a girl.
driver.
It was about a girl.
Oh, okay,
okay,
okay.
okay.
And
That changes
so that's
my-
option one.
That'd have been a fire moment. for me.
Oh yeah,
that would have
for- yeah.
switched. That would have taken it over.
Option 2
Guy leader, 5 girls in the car.
is there's a spotlight in your eyes at youth group, and you can't see the crowd. And
Oh,
someone says, "What about if I can't see
That's
for the
tough,
game?"
dude.
And you say, "What are you, blind?" So that's option 2. So Cole, we're gonna start with you.
I already have mine. I'm taking option 2. If this is me,
so like, wait, is the choice like which one you'd rather have?
Yeah.
to
Which
be a-
scenario
Yeah.
would you rather have to endure?
Yeah.
indoor?
yeah.
Oh,
See,
yes.
I'm taking number 2. Here's why. Number 1, as a leader, that's my heart issue right there. Number 2,
Accident.
right? Because number 1, I'm like, oh yeah, this is cool. Number 2 is like it wasn't an issue in my heart. It was just like a blunder, you know.
Yeah.
Like it was just like a terrible mistake with a microphone, you know.
That's how I'm looking at it. I think I would go option 2 as much as that sucks, and
It
you're just
sounds
like,
worse,
they were probably cool.
but I
with it,
bet there's
too.
like less. Like I bet his heart is like good.
Yeah, you're not
You
getting
know?
fired by Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
I was.
here's
would you keep me
here's
on
where I'm
staff?
struggling. This is where I'm struggling. Is like if I go with option 2, right? As somebody who preaches full time and like
Oh,
goes after healing.
is
You know,
true, yeah.
like, every person I see, I'm gonna remember like this situation. Like every healing I pray for, I'm gonna remember 2 blind girls in the front row at a service that I said, "Are you blind?" And they're like, "Yeah."
Literally.
You know, it's like,
That's tough.
I mean, yeah, I think I have to. I think I have to go with option 2 as well. I mean, phone pass in traffic is like
1, it's dangerous. 2, it's sus.
it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Dangerous
On the highway.
sus, and the leaders promoting it. I think the thing is just this alone, like a youth parent, and you're throwing. Imagine explaining that to their parent.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, your kid threw a phone on the highway.
Imagine
Like
they
I know
missed.
parents that would just crash out just from that. Like that phone is $1,600,
Yeah,
and you're
true.
letting my kid throw it out a window, and you're supposed to be the adult. Like not even about the Snapchat. Like just right there.
Well, they don't know their kid has Snapchat.
And like, how
so.
many other ways are there? Like, how many other ways are there to get the number?
Write
to the
something
other
on
car
a piece of paper and put it up on the
right?
window.
Put it on the
like,
window. Nah,
Hey,
throw
just
the phone.
Imagine you threw the phone unlocked.
Y'all
and
were
then
the
they
ones
just hit
saying
the brakes.
forgive, though. You guys are being harsh right now. You were saying forgive.
I did say forgive.
And I would.
What?
And
I
if
did
it
say
was,
forgive.
and you know what? If it was a youth leader, I would forget. Now, if it was youth pastor, I have different. Like, there's deeper problems there.
Okay.
But
It
I'm
was a
saying,
youth-
like, so you take a youth kid, and he's just graduated. He wants to join the youth team, and you put him on the transportation ministry. Right? It's like a young girl. Transportation. Oh, clears the background check. All that.
Ross
And you
can't
just get a
choose option
call.
1 because
You
he's
just get a call, and you're like, "Yo, this happened. Just want to let you know." And I'm like, "All right, we're gonna have like."
we're
You're
sitting-
pulled from
yeah.
the bus ministry for right now. Like, let's get this in order. You got to be an
I
adult.
really want to know how people think. Like, how would you respond into the blind girl situation? That sounds so
How do you
bad.
get out of it? Is what you're
Like,
saying?
after they say, like, well, if they didn't say anything, like, how do you respond after that?
We do that every
like-
once in a while. We're like, "What do you say?"
like,
I am.
I'm
fresh-
sorry.
Just pray for healing.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
stand
Yeah,
up.
there you
Oh,
go.
wait. You know, like just.
They've done that before too,
Oh,
and they couldn't stand up.
oh my God.
There's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
They're like, "Everyone, all right, everybody, stand up." I can't.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I the way I'm going to respond to that, I'm interested to hear how chat would get out of that. But the way I'm looking is I'm like, we're praying for healing right there. That's the way out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Right.
You got to just double, like triple down and just be like, you know what? No, I said that in faith.
Right.
Right now.
What are you, blind?
Yeah.
What are you, blind?
What are you, blind?
I'm
Are you?
All right.
Are you?
Are you?
Can you? Are you?
Not the spin
Are
man,
you?
It's a come here. Jumps from the stage. Yeah, I feel like you'd have to go all in. You have
Yeah.
to double down.
Yeah.
What are you, blind? I am. Not anymore. Let's
Yeah,
go.
in Jesus' name.
Jumps
Open.
down, jumps off the
Yeah.
stage.
Is this how you get out of the prophetic story too with the baby doll? Just be
The
like,
prophetic story.
Oh yeah,
You said with the baby oil?
For me, I
the baby doll.
Oh, I-
For me,
No, not the baby doll.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, which first off, if I'm that off, smack me. Take the mic from me, do something. Like, but if I'm jumping off the table, or if I'm at that place and I'm saying that from the stage to them, I'm saying the only way you're getting out of that is being like, no, like, I just feel like the call of being a ventriloquist is on your life. And that must
You're
be
crazy.
I just see like a Veggie Tales with AI
Yeah,
and a
just-
puppet.
I see,
it. Yeah.
YouTube videos.
Oh.
Like,
Just hold your baby. What's your baby's name?
right. What's your baby's Nah, dude. Honestly though, the pastor took the mic, so you're cooked.
Yeah, you're big trouble.
You're cooked.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, you're cooked.
So what did you choose? You were going option 2.
I'm going option 2.
I'm going option 2.
Yeah, I
Did you
gotta
just?
go. I gotta
I'm
go
gonna
option
go
It's a
two.
clean
I
sweep.
feel
That
like
was
we
a
have
tough
I feel
one.
like
but-
as believers, we got a way out of that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, hey, it'd be that would make it a fire testimony if
True.
they're healed.
Yeah.
'Cause then you're like, you know,
because he wanted to impress. You want to impress?
Right.
You see the blind eyes open. Your
That's
pastor would be
right.
like, you know what, son? You're going to be a part of this ministry.
right? You were like, dude, I was just making fun of it because I knew it was gonna be healed.
Okay, I see a lot of option
Crazy
1s. I think it's pretty split from what you scrolled up right, Sierra. You saw mostly 2.
2 though, it's crazy
Oh,
how
never
there's
mind. Someone
2
spammed
blind
one.
girls.
Oh yeah, what are the
One
odds?
isn't even like 2
What are
blind
the
girls.
odds?
Like you didn't even hit 1 for 1.
There was like
you
one
said it
blind
first.
person in my entire town growing up.
Yeah, I personally don't like.
What's-
I've never had a relationship with someone.
What's the game?
Yeah.
What is the game?
Maybe it's like
I mean,
Tube of War or something.
You know,
Or
like, is it hide and seek or something? Like,
But then did they get picked? So hold on. Did he point to them?
no, he was saying that he was explaining the group game to everybody. And they were like, well, what about if we can't see for this game?
isn't it kind of ironic too that the lights were on, so he was like blinded?
He was also blind.
Yeah,
like
he was blind.
you know, it's just a bad situation, man.
Yeah.
Like
You
just
blind?
all the way around, you know.
The odds were stacked against this guy.
Yeah. I actually have a little bit of sympathy for him.
Because I've been in yeah, it's bright. It's bright.
Yeah.
Maybe don't say, are you blind?
No, for sure. Because if they're hitting you right,
yeah,
like some big stage lights.
Yeah. It's pretty
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. No, I can see that.
Well, Ross, thanks for being here, man. This has been awesome
Yeah.
getting you on the
So
pod.
fun to be here.
I appreciate you being flexible and making this happen. Where can people find you? Like, what do you got going on? What do you want people to know?
Yeah, the best way is just social media. Ross Johnston with 2 N's because somebody stole my original name, and I'm believing in faith that will shift. But Ross Johnston, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Would love to connect with you.
How much are they charging you for the handle? Have you checked?
I actually, how do you even check that?
You just DM them.
Oh,
and
it's
you
like
go,
it's
how
like a professional hockey player. So I actually get
Oh,
tagged in
sure.
hockey fights all the time. No jokes. This guy fights a lot. So I'm like, this is prophetic. Everything's prophetic, bro. Like I'm a fighter in the spirit, bro. You know. So
And then your handle is not your full title, right? Just so people.
it's just Ross Johnston. Yeah, first
Okay,
time.
it's not the evangelist, world traveler.
Apostle.
You forgot apostolic commissioner.
Okay, yeah.
right?
See, this is why we can't be that. Because,
It's just gmail.com. My name at gmail.com. You'll find me.
Well, Ross, I appreciate you being here, man. Cole, thanks for pulling up as well. To our chat, Garrett, Caleb, Dylan, I saw Betterson here, Kevin. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we will see you all week. Hopefully see you this weekend in, what is it? What do we say? Demont? I can't remember.
Demont.
Whatever it is, we're going to see you this
Demont.
weekend in Indiana. And if not, we will see you next week on the pod. Love you.